Thank you, Anna. Thank you so much for talking to me. I'm Jo from Devolution Magazine, and my socials are Goth Girl Writing, and I'm currently building gothgirlwriting.co.uk. So hopefully we'll link it all together. And you're Anna from League of Distortion.
Nice, nice.
Okay, go on. Yeah, how's your day going, Anna?
It's been going well. I'm a very like the weather does a lot to me, and the sun was out today, so I
Nice.
have more energy for
I
this
know just what
day.
you mean. I know just what you mean. It's been really windy over here. And I work outdoors. I looked awful before I got my hair straightened out. Yeah, exactly. But I was so excited when I saw you were doing the interviews, because I love your band, but I also love your hair because it's all about the undercut. Can you see that?
Thank you. Yes,
But
absolutely.
yours,
I thought that you had something going on
yeah,
there.
but yours is a lot better. Yours is a lot more fierce. So what?
No, that's not true. I love yours too,
Oh,
honestly.
oh, thank you, thank you. So what kind of comes first? Is it your image, or is it your band? Because you look like you're in a band.
Yes. I love that, to be honest. To be perfectly honest, now that you're asking this question, um, of course, I didn't usually always have this.
Yeah.
And I actually also even had blonde hair at some
Okay.
point in my life. And I did not like the way people, you know, treated me or even
Yeah.
how their approach was to me.
Okay.
Having the style looking like you are in a band, which I am,
Yeah.
obviously, I love that. It's like people ask me on the street, or not on the street, but when we're in a conversation or at the supermarket, they'd be like, I love your hair, or are you an artist or something? You know, people really reach out to me for this. And I really, really love that.
Oh, that's so nice. And obviously, your band is League of Distortion, and you have a new album to talk about. Tell me all about that.
Yes, it's very exciting because it's our second album.
Yes.
And well, the first album we wrote during COVID when everything was like in lockdown and we had all the time to focus on creativity and personal issues and the topics. And now, of course, we were on the road a lot, which is great. We had a bunch of festivals. And then
Yes.
at the same time, we were trying to write our album,
Oh,
you
okay.
know?
Lovely.
So this was like when step by step the songs were written and got finished. It was like, okay, now we got it done.
Yeah.
Amazing. We're so happy about
Yeah.
this. Now we're
Absolutely.
really happy to share this. And yeah, and we have our very first headline tour planned with dates in Germany, which is very, very special for us too.
Absolutely. That's November, isn't it? Am I right? In
Exactly.
oh,
November and December.
lovely, lovely. So you wrote this album, Galvanize, when you were on the road with your first album. Have I got that right?
Yeah,
Wow.
exactly.
Oh, wow. Do you live quite close together as a band?
Well, what is close?
Yeah.
We don't live in the same town or
Yeah.
anything, but we live in the same country, which is makes it
Yeah.
easy already.
Yeah. That's more than a lot of
um,
bands. Okay. So you still have the opportunities
yes,
to write
you are
together, even when you're not on the road. Was it funny
like
writing? Sorry, go ahead.
yes, we talk about topics and we talk about the songs and like the different status, and then I share like demo songs with the guys, which is amazing. Um, and also we work a lot with our producers, so we have like a bunch of creative cells going on working at the same time. That's really, really cool.
And you'll be the lyricist, the main lyricist.
Yes, exactly. I usually sometimes I write with like with an idea comes from a
Yeah.
producer, which I like and which speaks from my heart.
Hmm.
Definitely it's in, but usually the lyrics come from me, and
Yeah.
also yeah, many of these layouts and ideas and
Yeah. What
melodies.
what inspires you? What inspires your lyrics? I think I can have a guess at some of it, but tell me.
To be honest, I get inspiration so quickly.
Okay.
Even just watching the news or talking to a friend, I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, this is an intense topic I want to write about with League of Distortion. Like that, I have memos on my phone when I
Okay.
watch movies or lyrics or
Yeah.
slogans.
Yeah.
It's harder for me is to narrow it down and to
Okay.
decide on what idea I want to sit down now and work on.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's just so much going on.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the world is probably yeah, like you say, there's just too much to write about. The world's an absolute mess at,
It is,
at,
yeah.
at the minute.
But you know, I believe, and this is super important to
Yeah,
us in League of Distortion,
yeah,
that we don't just passively say, oh, this is all terrible, I can't
yeah,
do anything about it.
yeah,
We can do something about it step by step, if it's only for ourselves or our friends or our community, our families, the music scene, the people we reach with League of Distortion. I believe that we can change a mindset and also the situation if we all, you know, hang on
yeah.
the same thing and fight for this together.
That's lovely. Yeah, I hear completely what you're saying. If you just change one person's day, if you just smile at that one person, that's actually that one person might need it. Or equally, if someone's mean, then the person they're mean to, that might be the one thing that actually pushes them over the edge. It makes a difference, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Like just to be nice. I say to my kids, if I can
Absolutely.
give you one piece of advice, it's don't be a prick. And it's kind of good advice. I feel just be nice.
It is. And sometimes I feel like I'm naive by
Oh no.
thinking, or because I'm thinking that way, but it's, you know, it's true. And the sad thing is that many like influential people, I have the feeling, learned not to be nice, learned to just think of themselves and what concerns them. But we try to get up there. We try to get up there as good people. We try to have big influence. And I think then we can even change more.
I think you're right, and it's about never putting the light out, isn't it? Just don't ever let anyone be so mean. You think, oh well, that's it. Then I'm done. I'm just going to be a prick.
Absolutely.
It's good. And it does come across
Exactly.
in your lyrics as well, because obviously a lot of them are fierce. I'm gonna like, I'm a bitch would be one, which is just awesome because it's there, it's
Thank
in your
you.
face, and it's a great tune as well. You're just singing along to yourself, but equally, everything is from the heart. You know, you haven't written anything that just to rhyme, just for the sake of it. Every single word to me
Absolutely.
just seems absolutely considered. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely. That's absolutely true. Thank you so much.
Oh, okay, that's okay. Did you always want to be in a band, be a singer? Was there a plan B?
I've wanted that for such a long time. And actually, I've worked for a production company
Cool.
and doing more of the bookkeeping, not
Oh,
having the artist role.
oh
And I
wow.
watched, yeah, that was a couple of years ago, like 5 years or longer.
Yeah.
And I watched bands get out there, and I was always like, this, I don't want to be where I am. I mean, I want to be on that side. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Good for
So this
you.
was, yeah, I mean, I studied music. I studied music in Germany, which was also very, very awesome
Yeah. What
to
an
be together
instrument?
with other musicians who have the same dream, you know?
So was your voice your instrument?
Absolutely. Yes.
I
Yeah.
love that. I went to university with a girl and she was saying she studied music. I said, oh, what do you play? She's like, my voice. Like, oh, that's amazing. And
Absolutely.
it's just
Yes.
amazing. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Absolutely. And also the songwriting and also feeling that I have something to say that can help people. Um, it makes me so happy. You know, it makes me happy to be able to do this now, to have people who are interested, who love our music, who want to come to our concerts. This is
so
just
happy
the
for
beginning.
you.
It feels so good.
Oh, I'm so pleased because also imagine if you just stayed in bookkeeping and then we'd never have heard, you never have heard you sing. Anything. You
Yeah,
you
well,
do have the most beautiful
yeah,
voice. You can just do you have a favorite
thank you.
style to sing in?
I love to have these different styles I
Yeah,
use. I mean, I love to sing with power. I love
yeah,
to scream, to have my distorted way of singing.
yeah,
But I also like to take it down a little bit and to just be sing soft or to just whisper or just talk.
yeah,
For this
yeah,
record, we did more also with like kind of not rapping, but just talking.
yes,
And that was super interesting too, to kind of,
yeah,
yeah, to have that as a part of the melody too.
yeah. Because Galvanize as well, there's a lot of different styles, a lot of different vocal styles. Do you have a favorite track on the album? Is it like choosing a favorite child? You just can't do it.
I think you can't do it. The funny thing is, honestly, I like before these interviews, I listened to the album again just to
Yeah,
be kind of in the
yeah,
mood,
yeah,
in the zone. And I'm always like, oh yeah, right, this one's there too. This is a cool song.
Oh,
And I totally forgot about
I love
this
that.
song. It's so funny.
It's actually quite good.
Because the songwriting process was like done in June or something, and then these
Right, yeah.
months just like passed
Yeah.
by, and
Yeah, you
I love What's Wrong with Her. I love this song
yeah.
because it's very different and it's kind of risky, and it's
Yeah.
also a little bit you know yeah, it's brave to be
Yeah.
like, to have a song like that, and I'm very, very, very curious to see how people will accept or like
Yeah.
this
What have
title.
you been getting who try to say the right words? What's people's favourite song? What's the reaction been? Because what's been released? You've released two. You've released the title track and oh, not fast enough, Jo. Go faster.
Not only that, exactly. We released My Hate Will Go On in
Thank you.
April,
Yeah. Yes.
which was on the record too,
Yes.
where people didn't even know that there was going to be another album.
Yeah. Yeah.
So those are actually those two songs that are out at the
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah. Where did the name for the title come from?
I had this Galvanize. For some reason, I had the word galvanize on my slogans,
Okay.
because I don't even know how I like. I think I heard this word in the news more and more, and I was like, let me get into that word. What does it actually mean? And then I kind of adapted my own meaning to it, in like waking up, breaking free, having the braveness and the power to change things.
Yeah.
And then we wrote the song Galvanize, and I was like, this could be a good title name for the record as well. And then that kind of took the momentum, and the tour is called Galvanize too. So if you repeat the name often enough, people will understand.
Yeah, people. Yeah, absolutely. And the cover art's pretty fierce as well, isn't it?
Sorry,
the cover art as well for Galvanize for the album is pretty fierce as well.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm so happy about this too. I had a friend design it with another friend for us, and we're really, when it got the way where we wanted it to, we were like, yes, this is.
I love it when people
super happy.
I love that, and I also love when friends can help you out, because they just
absolutely.
Oh, are you excited to tour the album?
So much,
you like
so much. There's still lots to like organize, but we're really looking forward to having our own headline set with the length, to really build this show and to really connect with the audience.
Yeah, and all this, you can just pick your whole set list, can't you? When you've got like an hour and a half? That must be amazing.
Absolutely. It's hard. Sometimes I can't sleep at night because I'm like, oh, maybe we should change those songs around. I'm just like, what about maybe we can have like a show element on that song. We'll see if this is all going to work out for this first tour, but we have enough ideas.
You have like a notepad by the side of your bed. You like wake up, like, I've got to write this down. Same. As I'm not sleeping. Oh, hello, you're back.
That's a pretty good idea.
Hi, gosh, I have to have one. No, I have to write things down, and otherwise that's it. And and I have to be in bed by 10 o'clock. Because if not, no, that's my sleep window gone. I think that's my age, unfortunately. Yes. So I'm noticing the music industry at the minute. Bands do most things themselves, like you say. They do the artwork, or friends do the artwork. They do the videos. They just do the socials. Everything is that true of League of Distortion?
It's true, and I wish it will be different at some point. Of course, we have a good team. But especially like social media is something where I'm always like, when I'm in the creative tunnel, the last thing I think of is to put up my phone and to film what I'm doing.
Yeah, of course.
But I know people want to see that. So I'm always like, I want to give them this, but it's hard for me I'm just in my zone. So it's tricky.
You're just having to do everything, aren't you? And I suppose the singing actually is not an afterthought, but it's just part of it. Whereas I suppose back in the 90s, the band was the band, and then everything else, that people did everything. People organized the tours, everything. But
exactly. and they didn't have social media. I mean, sometimes I
Of
like
course.
I'm I admire that time, but I mean, I know we're in a different time now, and I
Yeah.
also know how good social media can be for a band if you know how to use it. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to see the positive.
Can I ask how old you are? You can tell me to go away. I don't want to be rude.
The funny story about my age is um
It's already funny.
uh I actually like when I turned 30,
Yeah.
I was like, it wasn't the greatest birthday. And I was like, the year after that, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to celebrate my 30th birthday.
Do it.
And then I started thinking about this age topic. And then I was like, you know what? I want to stay 30 until I
Yeah.
decide to be 40.
Good for you. Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah. I don't blame you.
since I'm thinking about this, and I tell my boyfriend, I tell my friends, they're always joking about it. My parents are always like rolling their eyes. But since then, I kind of forget what my actual age is,
Oh,
because
I hear what you're
each year I
saying.
say, "Oh, I'm turning 30 again."
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
could, of course, I could calculate and know when I'm born and all.
I wouldn't
But
do that.
so I stick to 30 until I decide it's good to be 40.
I don't blame you. I'm 44 and I love being, I actually love being 44. I quite enjoy telling people this. And I don't know why. It's like, oh, I don't know. Maybe because I'm older, I just have given up caring now. But yeah, I prefer being older to being younger. But I
Yes.
love the young people. I love youth, and how it's hard to describe. It's just that the next generation, I suppose. I love watching the next generation and seeing what's going on, and they teach me so much that I just can't
Nice.
fit in my head anymore. Like Google, you don't need to use Google. You just need to use chat something something something, and just use.
Yes.
I'm like, I'm doing. Yeah, I can't understand the world. Are you a fan of AI? Actually, I should probably say. Do you like artificial intelligence? Or is it scary?
I'm very old school. So I mean, it's there. But
Yeah,
actually, like the song Crucify Me from our new record,
yeah.
is about AI.
Okay.
It's actually, I took the inspiration of pretending I am an AI,
Yeah.
an artificial intelligence, and I write the song from their point of view, how they will look at us humans and say, you know what, you put us out there. Now you got to deal with what you have.
Mm, mm.
And I love that, changing perspectives and
Yeah.
writing this out of that point of view. I am a bit scared. Definitely. I'm scared of everything, all the
Oh, same.
development, and also being an artist, there's so many tools, even songwriting and
Of
lyrics and
course.
stuff. I'm
Yeah.
scared of how this is going to evolve,
Yeah.
because I mean, this is what we do, our words, our lyrics, our music.
Yeah.
And even knowing that there is an artificial intelligence who can write this makes me scared.
Yeah. Yeah. No, same. Same. So I normally shorthand what I'm doing and then transcribe it. And I'm not, because I've been told not to video and then do it. But someone said to me later, print is dead. Do not do print, because whatever you write will then be taken by a bot and it'll just be regurgitated anyway. I'm like, ah, I don't like. I don't like.
No,
What do you think, Henry? Henry's just
absolutely.
gone to sleep. Henry doesn't care.
Yeah.
Do you have animals? It's
I
hard,
don't.
isn't it?
I
Traveling
would love
lifestyle.
I would love to have a dog someday. I mean, I love to be on the road and I love to be at places, but I just love dogs.
Yeah, he's not a great deal of trouble, are you, Bob? Bless his heart. Henry, right, what else do we need to ask? Because can't keep asking you about dogs. Um, where next? So you've got your tour in December and November, December. Your album is released on the 25th of October. Where would you like to be? What's 2025 holding for League of Distortion?
I'm curious. I
Yeah.
can't talk so much about it. We have a couple of cool festivals planned, and of course everything kind of does change with this first headline tour. We'll see how how people like it, how many people really come. so much wish to have more dates in Europe, because this tour is only Germany. So I hope to maybe be able to get to England,
That'll be
to maybe all
amazing.
the European cities around, or towns, countries
Absolutely.
around us.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
yeah.
Well, you've definitely got that sound, haven't you, as well, though? You know, that's going to be, I mean, download, obviously. I get like a Lizzie Hale vibe as well, often from your voice, that lovely depth. Or in fact, you can just do anything,
Thank
like
you.
you were saying, you can just do anything that you want to with your voice. You can just send it anywhere. Is it how you would
Thank you
want?
for that compliment. I'm a great Lizzie Hale fan, so this is
Ah!
like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, thank you.
No,
I
so
have to
it really
process
does
that.
that lovely vibe. That's the strength. Yeah. So where would you like to? Because I think Hailstorm have just they're going to support Iron Maiden in London, I believe. Do you have like
Nice.
a one of the greats? Is there a band that has particularly influenced you?
Definitely, for me, definitely vocal wise, it is definitely Lizzie Hale
Is it really? Wow.
and Hailstorm, from also being a teenager and loving this badassness she has,
Yeah.
um
Just zero
yeah, this is
cares. You
like,
know, she's done so much for women. Well, you'll see it for women in rock. She's just done so much by simply just getting on with it, just by going. It's phenomenal.
absolutely. And I mean, that would be one of my dreams. I wouldn't even put it on a bucket list, because I don't know if we would ever reach that. But supporting Hailstorm would be, I mean, that would be, I would probably be smiling for a year if that
Oh, I'd
happened.
love for that. If I had a magic wand, I'd make that happen for you, Anna. I really would, because you're so lovely. Um, and
Thank you.
also, what bands did you listen to when you were growing up? What shapes your style as well as Hailstorm?
I listened to a lot. I listened to all different styles. Actually, I got into the metal scene fairly late, to be
Okay.
honest. So, and I even listened to like rap and R&B,
Yeah, yeah.
and of course, but also like AC/DC and the old riff rock music. And this is what I also love to have these influences in our music now, like
Yeah.
kind of things we did, or I did listen to, and then it's like it's breaking out into a rap part or a hip
Yeah.
hop part.
I think that's great. You haven't limited
And I
yourself
also,
either, have you?
what?
You haven't limited yourself at all, have you?
Exactly. Yes, exactly. This is our goal, to keep it, that we don't limit ourselves, that we really, everything's allowed in League of Distortion,
Yeah,
musical wise.
I love that.
I
That's a great
I
soundbite.
I love Linkin Park, and I love the old like new metal era. That was an era where I'm always like, I can go crazy on songs from that era, and
Oh,
we
I
try to
absolutely.
like build that in our music too.
Yeah.
So
Oh, he's off the phone. Yeah, I know, absolutely. I think as well, your League of Distortion's time is now. So yeah, put everything into it. Don't hold back. Oh, do you know what I've just done? There's the Chemical Brothers. They have the song called
yes,
Galvanize. And I'm pretty
yes,
sure they keep going, don't hold back in that, don't they? Oh no.
yes, exactly.
That
You're right.
wasn't on purpose.
I love that though. I have that song. I even remember. I don't even know where the Chemical Brothers are from. Are they from
I think
England?
I want to. They're from England, and if I was,
Yes.
I can't remember. Oh, I want to say Oxford, and I think that's the one. But yeah, they're definitely British. Yeah,
So cool. Maybe we should try to find a cooperation or connection or remix between those two
you should so
songs.
do that because also, a lot of bands are now reforming, aren't they? So I'm sure if they're not, they could go back together. Oh, speaking of reforming bands, let's do it. Oasis with the dynamic ticket pricing. Does that make you sick as an artist?
I don't even know what the dynamic ticket pricing is. What is that?
So what it is, as demand went up, the prices in some cases went up. So some people could be about to buy, yeah, I promise, about 100, I'd say £200 tickets. But by the time they got to pay, the price had gone up to £400. So that's probably not the most accurate version, but that's essentially it. Yeah. So you're just paying, well, hundreds of pounds for something that initially didn't cost that much. Sad,
Oh
hey?
my gosh.
I know.
That's insane.
Yeah. That's
And
so, we
I
pay.
mean, there's so many fans that loved Oasis from back then. I mean, I also loved, I wasn't a big fan, but I loved my fair share of songs.
Yeah.
And I don't know, as an artist, like also for League of Distortion, the community is super important to us to achieve things together, also to make things possible for other people. So this is like totally off from everything, you know. Of course, I understand like I don't like VIP tickets.
Yeah.
That bands do, but I understand that at some point you have to decide in who gets to see you after the merch. You can't see everybody. We still can, of course, and I love
but at some
that.
point you won't. Yeah.
Exactly. And that's why I understand that like money is an indicator for who gets to do this or who gets to do that.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like if the amount of the tickets just grows so high that it's not really, you know, measurable anymore, I don't think that is the right thing to do. I mean, they'll probably earn enough money with this tour, and why don't give more people the opportunity to see this show who aren't like super rich and can afford this?
Yeah, no, 100%. It just seems sad, but I struggle to understand festivals that release the tickets without releasing the lineup. But that's just me. I I just think, well, hang on a minute, why are you going then if you don't know who's playing?
And the thing is, you know, that it changes. It also changes the way festivals see. I mean, usually a good band will sell the tickets, but of course, I know like the atmosphere of festivals is amazing too. But it gives festivals the freeness to not really, you know, deliver this headliner for their festivals. And I, as an artist, I think that's not the right way to go either.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Well, and I've got to go because I've got half an hour with you, and I'm gonna hold you up. But
thank you so much for watching. That sometimes I just forget about everything and just talking, and I'm like, oh no, I'm late for the next interview.
Oh, it's been lovely. I wish you every success. I hope when you get to come over here, we can meet. So we'll have a great time. Yeah, thank you. All the best with everything.